Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Last year, a hilarious photo of Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews sent fans into a frenzy. The former World Trios champion has now addressed the viral image. As Buddy Matthews and WWE's Rhea Ripley are married in real life, and the two often give fans a look into their relationship via social media. However, the internet wrestling community lost it in May 2024 when a fan posted a picture with Ripley at a supermarket. Matthews could be seen in the background, holding a bouquet of roses and scowling. In an appearance on the Ned and Josh podcast ahead of a Grand Slam Australia, Buddy Matthews explained how the viral photo was taken. It originally started, we were at a grocery store, and I was at the deli, and I was in line to get a sandwich. It was my cheat day. So I was very, very excited. And a fan came up to her and asked for a photo, and I'm not losing my place in the line. So I'm standing there and being a polite husband, I got her some flowers. So I'm in the line with roses in my hand, waiting to get my deli sandwich. And I'm in the background just staring at this guy because, obviously, I have to protect her, right? There's a lot of weirdos out there. So, I'm ready to pounce. I'm basically just an unpaid security guard to her now. Matthews often steps away when WWE fans ask for photos with Rhea Ripley, and he joked that he wanted to lean into it. So yeah, they asked for the photos, like, oh, can I get a photos with you guys? But if you're not going to talk to me, I just kind of stepped back. So that's when I kind of put myself in the position in the background and become like more of a, where's Wally now? I was talking to some friends. I'm like, I definitely got to lean into it, make it more of my own gimmick. H/T/ITR Wrestling. Rhea Ripley sends a heartfelt Valentine's Day message to Buddy Matthews. Although they work for different promotions, Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews' bond is as strong as ever. The happy couple is often seen flirting on social media. Ripley didn't miss the opportunity to send her husband a Valentine's Day message on Instagram. She expressed her love while also calling him a goofy A. Check out her message below. Buddy Matthews is currently in his home country of Australia for his Grand Slam event. The 36-year-old paid tribute to his wife during his match against Kazuchika Okada, and you can check that out here. The world of professional wrestling is often defined by storylines, betrayals, and shocking twists, but outside the ring, real-life relationships create their own headlines. One such moment recently set social media ablaze, a now viral picture of WWE Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley, shared by her real-life husband and his star Buddy Matthews. The image, which captured a raw and emotional moment between the two, sparked speculation, admiration, and plenty of questions. In an exclusive interview, Buddy Matthews finally opened up about the meaning behind the photo, his unwavering commitment to Ripley, and the realities of protecting a woman who dominates in the squared circle but still faces her own battles outside of it. The viral picture that started it all. It was just another day in the world of professional wrestling, until Buddy Matthews posted a candid image of Rhea Ripley that sent fans into a frenzy. The photo, taken backstage at a WWE event, showed Ripley sitting on a steel chair, head down, hands clasped together as if she was lost in thought. Her body language spoke volumes, exhaustion, frustration, or perhaps deep contemplation. But it wasn't just the image that caught people's attention, it was Buddy's caption that truly made waves. I have to protect her. No matter what. Fans immediately began speculating. Was Ripley injured? Was something happening behind the scenes? Was this about Dominic Mysterio, her on-screen Judgment Day ally? Or was it something more personal? Buddy Matthews breaks his silence. Sitting across from a journalist in a dimly lit gym in Orlando, Buddy Matthews leaned back in his chair and exhaled before addressing the viral post. Look, I knew the second I hit post that people would read into it 1,000 different ways, he said, a small smirk tugging at the corner of his mouth. And to be fair, I don't blame him. It wasn't just a random post, it meant something. A lot, actually. The star, known for his intensity in the ring, grew visibly more serious as he continued. That picture? It was taken right after one of the hardest nights she's had in a long time. Physically, mentally, emotionally, it was a battle. And what most people don't see is that as much as Rhea is this absolute monster in the ring, this dominant force, outside of it, she's human. He paused for a moment, rubbing his hands together. We've talked about this a lot. Wrestling is our passion, but it's also a grind. The travel, the pressure, the scrutiny, sometimes, it wears on you. That night, she just needed a second to breathe. And I needed to remind myself that no matter how strong she is, she still needs protection. From the business, from the toxicity, from the weight of expectations. That's my job. That's what being her husband means. The pressure of being on top. Rhea Ripley has been at the peak of WWE's women's division for months, holding the Women's World Championship and standing tall as one of the most dominant figures in the company. But with dominance comes responsibility, and the pressure to deliver every single night. Buddy elaborated on how the demands of being a top star can take a toll. You see Rhea on Raw, in these huge matches, and she makes it look effortless. But what you don't see is the recovery, the nights she's icing her injuries, the moments where she's doubting herself. People forget that she's still in her 20s, carrying an entire division on her back. He leaned forward, his voice firm. And then there's the constant noise, people questioning her booking, saying she should do more, or less, or should be in different storylines. Then there's the criticism about her personal life. Everyone has an opinion. But at the end of the day, none of them are in her shoes. Dominic Mysterio, the elephant in the room. One major point of fan speculation was whether Buddy's post had anything to do with Rhea Ripley's on-screen alliance with Dominic Mysterio. The Judgment Day pairing has been one of WWE's most talked about acts, with fans loving, or hating, their chemistry. So, was Buddy taking a subtle jab at the storyline? Man, I knew people would go there, Buddy said with a chuckle. Let me make this clear, I have no problem with Dom. It's a storyline. It's her job. And if anything, I respect the hell out of how good they've made it work. But I get why people talk. They see her with him every week on TV, and they forget that when the cameras go off, she comes home to me. He shrugged. Trust me, I don't need to be insecure. I know where we stand. I know who she is. And more than anything, I know she has my back just as much as I have hers. Protecting Rhea, beyond the ring. Buddy Matthews' words made it clear, his idea of protecting Rhea Ripley went far beyond the physical realm. While wrestling fans may envision him stepping in to fight off challengers or detractors, his real role in her life was much deeper. It's about making sure she doesn't lose herself in all of this, he said. Making sure she knows she's enough, that she doesn't have to prove anything to anyone except herself. Wrestling is a crazy business, it can chew you up and spit you out if you let it. And I won't let that happen to her. He thought for a moment before adding, I mean, look at what happened with Liv Morgan. Injuries, setbacks, it happens to the best of them. But when you're at the top, there's this feeling that you can afford to fall. That's why I have to protect her. Rhea's response to the viral post. After Buddy's post took over social media, it didn't take long for Rhea Ripley to chime in. In true mommy fashion, she kept her response short but powerful. Always safe with you, babe. Always. Those words solidified what fans already suspected, their bond was unbreakable. While Rhea was the one dominating in WWE, Buddy was the one ensuring she never felt alone in the fight. What's next for Rhea and Buddy? As both Ripley and Matthews continue their respective careers in WWE and WWE, their relationship remains a topic of interest for fans. But for Buddy, the focus isn't on proving anything to the world, it's on keeping his promise. I don't care about clicks, I don't care about speculation, he said. All I care about is making sure she knows I'm here. That no matter how loud the world gets, she has a place to land. Because that's what love is. That's what family is. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. As the wrestling world moves forward, one thing is clear, no matter how strong Rhea Ripley appears on screen, behind the scenes, Buddy Matthews will always be there to protect her.